What up, fellas and ladies? I'm A Thoughts. So this is a pretty cool story time I'm going to give with you guys. It's about when I broke my back riding my dirt bike, and it's also got a little life lesson in there, and it also coincides with the time I had the biggest shit that I've ever had in my life. So it's like a triple fucking header here, guys. It's a Hydra. A Hydra. I don't know if a Hydra has 3 heads, 4 heads. I don't know. I'm not that smart. Fuck it, man. Let's go with the story here. I was riding my dirt bike. I've been a dirt bike rider. For you guys that don't know, I ride dirt bikes. Show the fucking video footage. Bam. MLG legit dirt bike riding. I'm the man doing big jumps. Suzuki RMZ 450 for those guys asking. And I went out riding. And the funny thing was that it was in February. It was about 4 years ago. And it was like right before the season was going to start to do racing, and I was all pumped up, and I went on Facebook like a good goddamn idiot, and went on there and said, oh yeah, man, I'm going to go out and start training for motocross season coming up, a nice February day, go out and ride. So anyways, I head out there, first ride on the bike, and back then it was a CRF 450, and I head out this place, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is, Chilliwack, for the guys that live in British Columbia, Vancouver, Chilliwack, out in the valley. It's a bunch of rednecks who vote for Stephen Harper, who's a right-wing conservative retard. A little bit of propaganda in there, help vote for the Liberal Party, and let's get rid of Stephen Harper. And so I head out there, and I'm gonna go riding, and I'm all fucking pumped up, and we get there, and I take off in the truck. Little Nancy's with me. She has a little dirt bike as well. She doesn't ride it very well, but she goes out and has fun, little Asian sensation out there, running into people as an Asian driver would. And so I rip out there, not paying attention, along a riverbank, and I'm ripping ass, and I didn't look ahead, and all of a sudden I'm around a corner in fucking fourth gear at about 50 miles an hour, and lo and behold, there's a giant fucking log. I'm not talking, yeah, a giant log. I mean, not the poop when I'm talking about, we're going to get to that later. A giant fucking huge drift log in the middle of the trail. And I saw it the last second. I had no choice. I thought, shit, what am I going to do? If I slam my brakes, I'm just going to go right into it and probably compress myself on my handlebars and maybe kill myself with internal bleeding because I'm doing 50 miles an hour. I'm just going to hit a dead stop, and it's going to fuck me up. So I thought I'd try to like kind of give it a little bit of gas and wheelie up onto it, maybe catch my back tire and somehow, you know, fucking pull off some awesome move, which didn't fucking happen. I went to hit the gas. Front wheel came up. I tried to sort of hop up onto it, but all I did was just fucking hit it, bam, right on with the goddamn middle of the bike. Front tire on top, bottom tire, you know, on the bottom, and just smoked it. It whiplashed me over the handlebars. I flew about 15 feet in the air into the side of a sandbank, you know, bam, like a goddamn lawn dart. And when you hit the ground as well, I thought, fuck, man, I can get up. I can walk this shit off. I'm fucking tough. I can walk it off. I couldn't breathe, so I was winded, so I ripped my helmet off because I was so fucking winded. And for those guys that are looking for a goddamn Vsauce science experiment here, what happens when you're winded is your diaphragm goes into spasm. I don't know how that affects your air and how you can't breathe, because I guess the diaphragm is involved in breathing. Obviously, fucking math 101 there. It's not even, whatever, fuck it. I'll stick to telling stupid stories on the internet with Call of Duty gameplay in the background. We're not going to get into science here. But that's what it is. My diaphragm went into spasm. That's what a goddamn, when you get your wind knocked out of you. So my diaphragm is fucking spasming, i.e. wind knocked out of me, and I try to get down, throw the helmet off. I can't breathe. I just fucking ate shit. I thought I could get up and walk it off. I thought, fuck, I'll be all right. Went to get up, got to about, you know, fucking a quarter way up on my feet, and bam, it just hit me. My fucking back collapsed, and I fell down. I was like, oh fuck, I'm seriously injured. So I'm laying there in the fucking sand. 5 minutes after getting there, 10 minutes after my Facebook post on when I'm goddamn super pumped up to go and ride dirt bikes, and here comes little Nancy putting along, you know, on the, you know, below me on the trail. So imagine little Nancy on her little bike, and I'm like, oh, but I can't breathe properly. I've got at this point now, without me knowing, I've got broken ribs. My AC joint, which is what separates, which connects your clavicle to your collarbone. Not even know we had one of those things. That thing is completely blown right the fuck out. My back is broken. L2 is broken. None of this I know. Every time I'm breathing, though, I'm hearing cracking. So I'm thinking, like, I start panicking. I kind of have an anxiety disorder, so I'm thinking the worst case scenario, my lungs have been ruptured by my broken fucking ribs or whatever nose broken up inside of me. Hitting a sandbank at 50 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour instantly is going to cause some serious internal injuries. I'm thinking, so I'm fucked. I'm going to die out here in the middle of fucking Chilliwack with a bunch of redneck retards voting for Stephen Harper, and I'm fucking dying out there. My ribs are cracked. Every time I breathe, I hear popping noise, so I'm thinking that's gurgling blood in my lungs. I probably have a concussion because I hit my head so goddamn hard. My helmet's broken. You know, I'm fucked up. And so here comes Nancy rolling up. I'm like, help me. And me being the joker I am, she thinks I'm joking around. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm trying to yell, help, help. And I'm fucking dying out there thinking I'm going to bleed to death out in the middle of goddamn fucking Chilliwack on a February afternoon. So I don't die, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here telling this fucking story. Woo! Do. So she comes up, she freaks out, calls the ambulance, calls 911, and she was so funny, she panics, so she takes off running to go back to the truck to get the phone. But I'm like, what are you doing? Take your bike. She's like, oh yeah, so she jumps back on her bike, rips off, gets the cell phone, 911. The ambulance comes out. I'll fucking bypass the whole story. They end up getting me back to the hospital. It's in Chilliwack, which is like, kind of a shitty ass hospital. It's a small town, filled with rednecks, and smells like fucking pig shit out there too. If you guys don't know, it's out in the valley, so it's like a pig shit town. And I'm out there laying in the fucking ground. I mean, not on the ground. What the fuck? I lost my train of thought there. I started staring at some shit at I saw a fucking squirrel. And so I'm laying in the hospital. It's a fucking catastrophe. They gotta do all these x-rays. Ends up my L2's broken. I've broken ribs just by fucking the pure pressure going through my body. The fucking shock wave of me hitting the ground. My AC joint's blown out. Have to spend the night, but the fucking hospital is full, and they had to put me in the fucking mental part of the hospital. So I hear they give me a bunch of drugs. They fucking load me up. So I'm trying to go to sleep at like middle of the night after being all fucked up, and I'm in the mental part of the hospital. So I got retards and mentally handicapped people and all fucking kinds of interesting individuals fucking moaning shit in the middle of the night. It was a fucking horrific experience, and my back's broke, but so I can't move, and I can't get up, I can't roll, I can't do anything. I'm stuck in bed. My back's broke. L2's broken in half. I'm unable to move. I'm not allowed to move. I have to go see a specialist. They have to transport my ass from Chilliwack, which is like 2 hour and a half drive back into Vancouver. And so the next morning they fucking transfer, picks me up, takes me to Burnaby General Hospital, which is like a suburb of Vancouver, where there's a fucking neurosurgeon or whatever. Yeah, a neurosurgeon. He's there. They fucking verify my broken back completely in half, L2 separated. There's no nerve damage. I'm not paralyzed, thank fucking Christ. My dick works and all that stuff's going on. And this whole time I'm unable to move. They have to roll me. The first night I just lay in bed. They don't do anything, and I can't sit up. I have to lay fucking flat. I'm not allowed to roll to the sides. I can't move. I'm not allowed to move. I can move. I'm just not allowed, because if I do move, I could separate the fucking disc, and it could cause me to be paralyzed by hitting the goddamn nerves in your spinal cord. So that's a fucking lot of fun. Anyways, back to the story at hand. I'm in Burnaby, and I have to sit there and wait 4 days because they have to get a specialist to come in and suit me up with a goddamn body cast. So for 4 days, I'm laying on the bed. I'm unable to move, and they have to come in the middle of the night and roll me every couple hours, because I would get bed sores if you lay on one spot for too long. And they come over and takes a bunch of nurses, and they roll me. And little Nancy was a fucking awesome wife. She took care of me. She never even went home. She went home, like, I think only for a couple hours during the day, and then she came back and she slept beside me in the chair, and she stayed with me for 4 straight days in the hospital, and kept me clean, and like washed my head, stuff like that, and gave me little hand jobs. And I'm just joking with the hand job part. I was not in fucking mood for that kind of stuff. I'm fucking dying there with massive amounts of pain, with fucked up broken ribs and fucking joints dislocated and backs broken. I wasn't in the mood to get my dick rubbed by a goddamn sweet little sexy Asian lady. But these guys, anyways, the hospital took care of me. My wife was there. She made sure to get me water and help me get food, because the fucking hospital food sucked. So I was eating Subway, but I had to eat it laying down. I got food all over me and spilling it like a goddamn dribbling retard. And 4 days, can't move. And by the way, I'm eating all the fucking food at the time. I'm eating, full meals all the time. And I'm not gonna shit. That's the story about shitting. I'm not gonna shit. There's no way, man. I'm not gonna fucking shit in the bedpan. It's not happening. So I mean, I don't know. I just lay in bed and I just eat, and I don't shit, and I just take my pisses, and that's about it. And I get rolled over every few hours, but I'm not shitting, and I'm not shitting until I get out of there. And I gotta stay 4 days. And so on the 4th day, finally the fucking specialist shows up, and he gets my goddamn back brace and stuff suited up and everything like that, and they get it all made, and the fucking things are hunky dory. And I'm gonna get ejected from the hospital. Ejected sounds like they could hook me up to a fucking cannon, shoot me out the window, fucking Travis Pastrana style, ejected me. So they're gonna whatever. Fucking, I can't think of the words. Not eject. What the fuck? They're gonna get me out of the hospital. So finally, I get up and I start walking around with my body brace, because now my back is in a secure fucking system, and I actually can get up for the first time in 4 days, and that felt weird after laying in the bed for 4 fucking days. It was crazy. I'm sorry I'm swearing so much. I don't know. I got a bad habit of that when I get excited to tell stories. So I get up and I start walking around, and all of a sudden I start realizing, oh my god, I'm gonna shit in my pants, because for 4 days I've been laying on my back and eating and haven't gone to the bathroom fucking once. And all of a sudden I get up, sit up, and now I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I head to the bathroom, and I drop the biggest fucking number 2 in the history of mankind, I think. I didn't know that much shit could fit in me. I think I had shit coming out my goddamn. It was crazy. It was a fucking deuce of all deuces. It was like as if Superman took a shit. It was just like, and it was the worst smelling, biggest fucking shit. I mean, just imagine your biggest shit and just put that together for 4 days. It looked like a goddamn fucking. It looked like you had horses just took a shit in the toilet. And so, yeah, took a giant shit. And then I try to walk out the hospital. I'm so fucked up. They give me this bodysuit and I can't move. I still got ribs and my fucking joints are dislocated and they can't put it back together. And my back was broken, but they got to get you to the hospital because, you know, it's the bones will heal and you got to get going because, you know, there's no point sitting around the hospital. And that's about it. So I try to walk out and I walk out like a cripple. It takes me like 30 fucking minutes to go like 100 yards out the hospital to get my truck's little Nancy can drive me home. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And it took like 2 months with the bodysuit walking around. And then finally, you know, it took months after that for my back muscles to get stronger again so that I could get the goddamn deep thrust going with the vagina penetration without having a fucking spasm and falling off the bed. And everything seems to be pretty well now, except my AC joint is permanently separated. They don't bother rehabbing that because apparently it's just too much bother, and they don't want to fucking. I don't know. It's just not worth it. My mobility's fine now with my arm. And the funny thing was, in a life lesson that I'm going to end it with you here is, when I had to go back and see the neurosurgeon to make sure to get the x-rays and stuff done when I get my body cast taken off after 2 months, I asked him, like, hey, when can I go back to riding dirt bikes again? And he said, looked at me, goes, well, that's kind of crazy. That's like asking me, hey, when can I go back and wrestle bears again? And I sort of thought that was a bad idea of his, a bad attitude. It's sort of thinking, like, just because you hurt yourself doing something doesn't mean you have to give up something you enjoy. If you get in a car accident, people die in car accidents all day, but fucking people don't stop driving. Things are going to happen to you, and you're going to have fucking roadblocks put in front of you. And I'm not saying I'm going out there and riding like a soulful jackass. I do take it a little bit more easy now because I really don't want to fucking kill myself because my mortality has been put in front of my face. I did almost die and get paralyzed, and I don't want to be walking around with a colostomy bag shitting in my shoes in a wheelchair paralyzed. That would suck donkey dicks. But the point still is, the life lesson of the story is that you don't have to give up on things just because shit goes bad. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to quit because something bad happens to you. Don't be a pussy. Do what you love anyways, because you're gonna die fucking. It's all gonna fucking mean nothing. Doesn't matter. All death is premature. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're still around, it's been a long commentary. So I hope you stuck around and enjoyed it. Until next time, I made thoughts. Peace out, bitches.